Why are there blinds behind us and you got that thing over there?
That covers the light that's hitting us in the
Well,
front.
then why do we need this?
That's to make sure that the light's always the same.
3.8 out of 5.
Whoa, no!
That just doesn't work for us.
Sound, speeding, camera, rolling. Scene 96. Take 303. Mark.
No half, a no half stars on take 303. No half, a no half, a no half stars on take 303. Alright, No half, a no half, a no half stars on take 303.
Welcome to Take 303, powered by 4-Way Media, the podcast where the guy knows a lot about film and his friend. I'm Nick Molinari. JP Brooks is not in the studio today, but we are talking everything film and television, and today we are talking about Red One. With us in the studio, we have special guest, co-host, X-Bob. Look that way. Don't worry about the computer. It's been a while since you've been on the podcast. This is actually a special episode that we're putting out. This is our almost Christmas special. We're going to skip cinematic news and we're going to talk about holiday movies because, one, we have family in the room, and two, you are an expert on Christmas movies and you have some beef with our 25 Days of Christmas. Anyways, so let's talk about that. So we polled our friends and family. I showed you earlier the list of holiday movies that everyone picked out, and I want you to rate them. You can put a thumbs up or thumbs down for each one, and we're gonna run through them really quickly, and you're gonna tell us what we missed, if we did miss.
No, you missed.
Okay, let's see. First, we got me. I said Home Alone. All right. JP picked Just Friends with Ashton Kutcher and Brittany Murphy. Krista said The Year Without Santa Claus. You said the 1951 Scrooge. So we know that's a thumbs up. Liz said Elf. Janet said The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yanni, Charlie Brown Christmas. Eddie, Angels with Filthy Souls.
The hell is that?
That's the movie within the movie of Home Alone. That's the one with the gangster and he shoots the guy. They use it for it's a joke. Peter from Fort Wayne said Jack Frost.
Oh, that was good. Okay.
Annalisa said The Polar Express.
Yeah, that's all right.
Mario said The Miracle on 34th Street, but the 1994 version.
No, whoa, which one? No, that's
94.
wrong.
He didn't see the original.
That's what's wrong with this generation.
All right, Richie said It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, Richie's good.
Nora said While You Were Sleeping. Annie said Little Women, the 1994 version. Cecil said Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah.
Sammy Red said Die Hard.
Well, that's like this. It's not really made for a Christmas movie, but so anything that has Christmas in it, any movie that just
if it has a tree, if it has snow, it could be considered Christmas at this point.
No,
there's a big debate actually about Die Hard being a Christmas movie, and that's the picture that we used
Christmas,
for the
Die Hard 1, 2,
the
3,
image.
4.
Melissa Harrison said Christmas Vacation.
Oh yeah.
Music Pete said Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I have no.
It's considered a Christmas movie now.
All Harry Potter movies had Christmas in it. I mean,
they really hype it up. ABC and HBO make it a Christmas thing every year.
Oh, they're idiots.
Francesca said Merry Gentlemen.
I have no idea. No idea.
It's a new movie on Netflix.
Oh, I don't know.
Susan said A Christmas Story.
Christmas. Yeah, that's good.
Erica said The Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
Shayla said How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, of course.
Chloe said Claus. It's a cartoon, Claus.
Oh, I never seen it, so I gotta go this way.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. Annette said Bad Santa. That's
for Christmas?
Yeah. The Billy Bob Thornton movie?
No. Santa's not bad.
And that movie is.
Well,
that's the one when he's drinking and everything.
Oh my God.
And Kara said Jingle All the Way.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I know Richie hates that one.
Yeah, well,
I love it. And I think of all of these Christmas movies, obviously there's plenty that's not on there.
I forgot a lot. You got The Year Without Santa Claus. What they forgot,
That was literally on there.
that's the second movie. The first movie was
Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Santa Claus Coming to Town. That was
Yeah,
the first
Krista
one.
said she loves all the claymation Christmas movies.
All right, that was first thing. Second, you forgot
Rudolph.
A Bishop's Wife, which is a good Christmas movie. And you forgot, okay.
But which Bishop's Wife?
The original, David Niven and Loretta Young, 1945, what the hell it was.
Right.
But then, of all these Christmas movies, you forgot White Christmas.
I've never seen that one. I know
Bing
that's
Crosby.
Liz's
That's
favorite.
considered the classic Christmas movie, White Christmas. So yeah, there was a couple of them they forgot.
I know
mean,
Scrooge with Bill Murray's not on there.
You got also you had the story of Santa Claus or something with Dudley Moore's The Elf. It was that, and of course the Little Drummer Boy. Forgot that.
8 Crazy Nights is a fun one for me. I know it's not Christmas, it's Hanukkah, but I think of it as a holiday movie. Elmo Saves Christmas was one that I watched as a kid. Deck the Halls, the one with Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, forgot a lot. Well, there's a lot out there. Don't forget the Santa Claus. Also had Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3.
Well, we can't do sequels. Because
He
then
did sequels. Well, Harry Potter was a sequel.
that's not he put the first one.
That was the first
You
movie.
put the first
Harry
movie.
Potter?
You put the first movie.
No, it was one of the third or something. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to do before I go home? What do you want?
No. But I know you put that as you put the Scrooge 1951 as your.
You forgot the other Scrooge, Bill Murray. Scrooge.
I already said that
When?
like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, you did. I
Yeah.
hear you.
But I know you put the Scrooge the 1951 version. Are there any other ones that you like of Scrooge outside of the Bill Murray one? Also,
No, they all suck.
what about the musical one?
Thank you very much. It's all right. It's all right. But it's a musical. And they change the story. Everybody changes the story. I mean, you got so many Scrooge. It's like Miracle on 34th. Was it made 4 times? It was remade. Scrooge has been remade like 20 times probably. I mean, you had Whoopi Goldberg playing Mrs. Scrooge or somebody like that.
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't try with "It's a Wonderful Life" to redo that. But I think it's just because it's been parodied so much that the story itself has been used so much that people don't even consider like making a remake of it.
No, they won't touch it. Too much for classic.
So after the break, we will be talking more about this year's Christmas movie, Red One.
Everybody has a vision. Everybody has a dream. Something that needs to be captured on the big screen. We at Fort Wayne Media love taking your passion projects and bringing them to life. Whether you're a passionate artist or a small business owner, with expert videography and photography, we're going to take what you love to do, what you love to make, and transform it into a cinematic experience. Fort Wayne Media.
And we're back, and we're talking Jake Kasdan's Red One, starring Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, and J.K. Simmons.
And those who don't know who Dwayne Johnson is, that's The Rock. Why are you using his regular name?
That's how he's credited now.
He's credited that?
Yeah, I mean, I grew. No, like when Scorpion King came out, it was definitely The Rock, and he's in it. But now it's just Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, he's retiring at Rock. I
Yeah.
guess he's retiring.
Red One is a story about a Santa who is kidnapped from the North Pole and an elf task force that has to team up with a hacker to find Santa and save Christmas. There we go. First initial thoughts. I did not have a lot of faith in this when I saw the commercials and the poster. Chris Evans left the MCU from playing Captain America to focus on more serious work like this.
Serious work like this?
That's what he said. What did you first?
It was an adventure.
What did you
fantasy.
think of this movie?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was good. Even though the critics don't like it, they're idiots anyway.
This is an Amazon production. It cost, I think, $250 million.
You see that?
And
Special effects.
to me, it honestly felt like one of those movies that you would see premiere at home, like streaming, like a movie made on Netflix, like to put out on Netflix. This did not feel like a theater movie to me.
So you would put on a small screen?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the special effects really didn't look too good, but let's focus on the story for now. So the story involves Dwayne Johnson as an elf, and a very buff Santa Claus. And
A very buff Santa Claus.
yeah,
What's wrong with you? Who's that actor that played Santa Claus?
J.K. Simmons.
He wasn't buff. He was thin as hell.
He had muscles and he was working out.
What do you mean he had muscles?
Did you see the same movie I saw?
Yeah.
He had muscles and he was working out. He was
He had
lifting
regular
weights.
arms. He had regular arms. It was a regular. He wasn't big, chubby Santa Claus. It was
Right.
like
It wasn't
scrawny Santa.
a chubby Santa Claus. He was muscular.
See, I don't work out. Look, that's what he looked like.
No.
There you go.
No, it didn't look like that.
Yes, he did.
Anyways, I didn't like the new look of Santa in this. It didn't make sense because if he's that in shape and he's constantly training with The Rock in this, how does he get kidnapped immediately?
Because he was kidnapped by a mythical character
Stop
that
banging the
had
table.
powers too. You remember? Oh, you don't remember anything.
It did remind me a little bit of Elf, but it didn't have like the wholesome heart and soul that Elf did.
Elf was for little kiddies.
This is also for little kids.
Not that much. It's more of an adult thing.
No, this is a PG. I'm pretty sure this is a PG movie. I
He's
can look it up.
checking it out. He's checking if it's PG. Yeah, PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Yeah, and Elf is
Besides
PG.
G would be genital organs. That's for little kiddies.
All right, I was wrong. It's rated PG-13
Eh.
for some violence and language.
Yep. Oh yeah, language. Yep. Yep. The language is there. You know who did the language in that movie? What's his name? Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
got some mouth on him. I'm surprised Santa actually even went with him.
I also didn't like
Put it
his.
on the naughty list.
He is on the naughty list.
Oh right, that's
Yeah.
right. It was on the naughty.
I didn't like his accent. Also, I found it annoying. Just
His
because
what?
his accent in the movie.
Yeah, an accent.
Yeah,
What was it?
it was like somewhat Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, that's not a Boston accent.
Ew. I'm sorry, that's British accent.
I also felt like some of the characters are not used enough in this story. I feel like for a movie that's 2 hours, they really felt very uneven with the characters. I feel like Lucy Liu is just kind of like,
I love Lucille. That's right. She was in. I forgot my Karate Babe. Yeah, she was cute. She's nice.
but she's very underused here.
How much shoes do you want to have?
Like you kind of forget that she's in the movie at some point, and then she comes back, and then like
Wait. No offense, but Santa's in the beginning of the movie. You don't see him again till the end.
because he's kidnapped.
Yeah, well, Lucy Liu is just the head of the security.
Yeah, but then randomly
You're
she's
supposed to see her all
but
the
then
time.
randomly she's in a fight scene with them for like 2 seconds. I feel like you didn't see this movie.
I seen the movie.
Did you sleep in the movies?
No, I sleep in a movie.
I can ask Liz.
I'm sleeping during a podcast, but you're sleeping in a movie. All right, folks out there, if you want action, fantasy, excitement, and you want to take your kids, except for language, and cause violence. Well, violence is in everything. I mean, if you took your kids to see, what was that, Dead Night Santa, whatever else it is?
Violent Night.
Violent Night Santa. You could take them to see this. Believe me, it's not that bad. One part I did not like.
Stop slamming the
You know,
table.
there was a part I didn't like in this movie.
What?
And when you see the commercial in the back of the ambulance opens up and those 3 guys come out, remember they were snowmen?
Mhm.
All right, when I saw that, I thought it was 3 polar bears and they were the good guys. It was on, like they says, and they were bad guys. That was nice.
Yeah, I think they had a thing where they were showing things in the trailer that didn't happen in the movie.
No, it happened, but
No. But I'm saying like there's other things. This has been happening a lot lately with trailers. Apparently, they're shooting extra things to put in trailers to throw people off. They did that with Deadpool and Wolverine.
they did it with Transporter. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That was the best trailer I've ever seen. Anybody had seen the Transporter? When they had the trailer, it was great. The missiles goes into the house, and the Transporter takes out a silverware metal tray and reflects the missile out of the house. That never happened in the movie. The missile actually goes and blows up the place. But yeah, that was a good
Yeah. So
trailer.
apparently that's a trend now that
They
movies
lie.
they're putting extra stuff to throw people off. They're doing it, I think, to preserve the theater experience because a lot of trailers now are actually showing a lot of the movie. Like I saw Wicked last night and
Oh, that must have been exciting.
it was actually pretty good. But I remember I never saw the trailer. I saw the trailer after we left the theater, and it showed every single scene. But going back to Red 1, who's your favorite character in the movie?
There wasn't many. It was either Santa, The Rock, or Evans.
Yeah, so who's your favorite?
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu?
No, The Rock.
Yeah, I think that's
Obviously, he's a star, so he's in all.
Well, Chris
over the
Evans
place.
is also the co-star. It's supposed to be a buddy cop thing, but it never feels like a buddy cop. It always just feels like Dwayne Johnson taking the reins here. I don't think there's a lot of good chemistry between the Dwayne Johnson and Chris
I was
Evans.
waiting for Chris Evans to turn into the Human Torch, but it didn't happen. You know
Why would that happen?
what?
Why would that happen?
Why not?
It's not a Marvel movie.
So why can't he turn to the Human Torch?
That's not all he does.
Look what The Rock turns into back and forth. Ant-Man.
Yeah, that made sense to you.
Why not? He's an elf.
But elves don't change their
Now I
size.
really got them out there saying, "What the hell's he talking about?"
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Ant-Man and an elf.
He just has these random things.
This is a quiz. Ant-Man and elf, all in one. And that's The Rock in this movie. Now, think about what I just said. Go see the movie. You'll see what I mean.
I think my favorite character, not necessarily a spoiler. They don't have him on the poster, but Krampus.
I forgot about him, the bad guy. Good guy.
Well, he's not a bad guy.
guy,
Initial,
good guy.
yeah, I really liked him. There's a lot on the internet going on because
Now you get more of the movie than I did.
it's light spoiler. Krampus is in the movie, and people are going crazy about it on the internet because all of that was practical makeup.
Yeah, there was no. Well, the bears were.
No, the bears. But I'm saying Krampus itself, like they really made sure that he was very practical. So I really appreciated that. That felt like the most realistic thing in this movie because a lot of it was CG. Like the beginning when Dwayne Johnson is running around and jumping all over the place, it looked like Daredevil in like 2003. Like it didn't look realistic at all.
Well, Krampus was when you see the scene with his henchmen and all the bad guys that were here with him. Didn't that remind you of something else? Dun, 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 dun,
Like Star Wars,
dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
The Cantina.
Yeah. These movies are just taking things and repeating things from other movies all over the place. But that's how they make money. There's no more imagination out there. I mean, now they're releasing in theaters. I don't know why. What I see on the market, they're releasing The Fifth Element.
It's a re-release for, I think it's the 20th anniversary or
White
25th
Christmas
anniversary.
with Bing Crosby, guys, and Danny Kaye is being re-released in theaters. Like, does Hollywood have any movies that they can actually bring out?
So that's actually a trend. JP and I have been talking about it on the podcast the last couple months. They're re-releasing a lot of the older movies as a way to get more people to go to the theater. They're putting more older films in there because one, they're a good film, and two, it's a way to encourage my generation and the generation beneath me to go to the theater. Oh, I'm jealous of you because you got to see things like Jaws and The Godfather and Taxi Driver, RoboCop. You got to see all these like opening weekend or something like that when it actually first came out. My generation never did that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we still have, our things like Avengers Endgame and stuff like that. Like I could say, like I was there, like when that happened. Deadpool and Wolverine will probably be like a big one for us. But we are nostalgic for those movies. So to say like, oh, let's go to the movies and watch Jurassic Park with a whole full group of people. And my generation also, we gravitate to the screens at home where we're by ourselves or maybe with one other person. But now we want to experience like Jaws with a full group of people.
Let's go back to your list, by the way. Something dawned on me on that list. Did you say Frosty the Snowman was on the list?
I said Jack Frost is on the list.
Not Frosty.
Not Frosty.
And you know what they really forgot on that list?
What?
Dun, 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 dun.
I said that.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah.
It was on the list?
No, but I said
Well,
that
why
it.
the hell
I
wasn't
said
on
that
the-
it wasn't on the list.
You said it wasn't on the list.
Yeah, you didn't listen at all.
I
All
don't
right,
listen
but back to
anymore.
Red One.
Yeah, Red One,
What's
okay.
your favorite scene?
That was my favorite scene.
What's your favorite scene?
I like the movie.
What's your favorite scene? Name a scene. You can't, because you can't remember it.
Yes, I do. All the fight scenes are good.
I like the encounter with Krampus. I do like the beach fight scene. I think it was just fun, but I don't think it looks nice. I think the backgrounds looked a little ugly. I think the pacing is a little bit off. I think it's like really fast in the beginning and takes a slow dive and then ramps up at the very end. I think it didn't need to be 2 hours.
It was 2 hours?
Yeah.
I thought it was less than that. You sure it was an hour and 55 minutes?
No.
Hour and 50
I feel like this should have been a 90-minute movie, but it wasn't. That upset me. I think the musical cues were really good at the beginning and the end. I think it loses a little bit in the middle. I think it could have been more family friendly. Because also, like, I don't understand the audience that they wanted.
Family.
Yeah, but if they're PG-13, they're cursing all over the place. Like, it's clearly not family, like G-rated family.
No. First of all, why would you want a little kid seeing Santa Claus as being kidnapped by some mythical character and he's not going to come back and deliver gifts? And that's all the kid's got to see.
What do you mean? What do you mean? They could have made it fun.
I tell you, poor Santa Claus has been getting really the bad rap in movies lately. They make him an assassin.
You didn't even see Terrifier 3. That was the worst.
Axe Killer. In the old one days, the Axe Killer. Silent Night, Deadly Night. I mean, poor Santa Claus.
Remember the beginning of Scrooge?
Yes.
When they take over the North Pole? Well, they attack the North Pole. So imagine the tone of that, but then add it to this movie, and that's what it could have been. Like, it could have been this family-friendly Santa being kidnapped, which would have been more believable, because I don't believe that J.K. Simmons' Santa would be kidnapped. I don't believe it.
There's a reason why the woman in it kidnapped him.
Okay. Now let's talk.
We screwed up the movie now.
No. Let's talk briefly about that. Let's talk about the villain.
This is just like Santa Claus 3, when Jack Frost wanted to be Santa Claus and takes him back in time. Remember that stupid globe scene?
Yeah.
Go back. Well, it's the same idea.
So they ripped off the story.
They ripped off everybody rips everything.
Okay, but let's talk about this villain, because I also didn't agree with their motive. What was their motive?
I just said it.
What was the motive? Say it.
All right, now we're going to give away the
You could
movie.
say it. You could say it.
She wanted to be Santa,
No, she wanted to get rid of the naughty ones.
which was everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, and what happened in the Santa Claus 3? The robot Santa's giving everybody's cold because
The Santa
everybody's
Claus
on
2.
the naughty
The
list.
Santa Claus 2.
Whatever. They're all the same. You know why. Yeah, it's copy one after the other.
Yeah, but it
after the
doesn't.
other.
It doesn't make sense.
She was evil.
But she was evil just for the purpose of being evil. It wasn't like she was slighted or anything. Like there was no really good motivation for her to be evil.
You have to have motivation to be evil.
I think you should, to be a good villain. Like that. Think of Thanos. He had motivation.
How about Dracula? Count Dracula in Romania. Did he have motivation?
What was
to
that?
impale-
Count Dracula?
That was Count Dracula. It was originally Count Dracula in Romania,
Are you making this up?
who impaled people and burned people. What was his motivation? What about the psychos out there today that kill people? They got motivation?
Well, if you think about the Menendez brothers, they allegedly have motivation.
I'm thinking about all these people knifing other people in the heads, and they have what's their motivation?
Some people are just crazy, but
Oh, okay, they're evil.
but you got to establish this. Anyways, what didn't you like about this movie? If there was anything, you don't have. You could say
Let me
nothing.
see, what didn't I like about the right thing? There's not much I didn't like. No, I liked it.
Let's wrap this up. Let's talk.
let's wrap it up.
Let's talk about final thoughts and ratings. You can go first.
What's your highest rating?
It's 5 out of 5. No half stars.
So okay, so I'm giving it a 5.
All right, tell them people why.
Because it's a good, entertaining movie. Again, it's made for entertainment. You don't take it seriously. You have people that are going to say, oh, this doesn't make sense and that doesn't make sense. And it's not supposed to make sense. It's just entertaining. It gets your mind out of all the garbage that goes on in the world. So it tries to get you ready for the holidays. Because obviously Santa is saved at the end of the movie and Christmas goes through.
I think this movie is overproduced. It is sloppy. It's
Ooh, that-
over long, nonsensical. It is unevenly paced. It was honestly a waste of my time. while listing all these Christmas movies that we were talking about, there's no way that you could put them Red One anywhere near the classics. Like if you think about the classics,
Obviously, you can't put none of them near the
no,
classics.
I know, but you
this
can't
year.
put them near any of the good. Like if I had a choice between this and something like Richie would say like Jingle All the Way. Obviously, I'm gonna watch Jingle All the Way.
No, you can't put that. Yeah, Jingle All the Way. First of all, Jingle All the Way had no Santa.
That's what I'm saying. Even without a Santa, it's still a better Christmas movie.
The Cranks had no Santa.
Anyways,
And right now,
I'm reviewing.
you're on Santa's naughty list.
I think it is a waste of money on the studio's parts. It's not the worst movie of the year. It is okay. So for those reasons, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5.
You're definitely on the naughty list for life.
This has been another episode of Take 303. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, X-Bob, for joining us for this very special almost Christmas episode.
And have a nice Christmas and nice New Year.
And we will be doing our last 3 episodes as we head into the new year. We do have the Wicked episode. I forgot.
See, you forgot the movie
What?
already.
I
knew
didn't
it.
forget the movie.
You went to see it yesterday and you forgot.
No, because we're filming this out of order, so technically the Wicked episode would have already. Yeah, it's technically the next episode after this, but I didn't think of it in that order.
Did you think Wicked was better than this?
Oh yeah,
Oh my
definitely.
God.
Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.